In Revelations chapter 6, 9 through 11, they were calling out to be avenged, and they were given the white robes. Does that mean after we die, we're given the robes, and then God says, rest for a while? Or are we, after we pass, just resting, and then we're given the robes, and God says, rest some more?
That's a great question. I love that question. I don't know. But I'll give you a theory, okay? So here's the thing about the souls under the altar. Man, I could say so much about this. It's interesting that their attitude is not wrong. It's not pleasant. It's not a pleasant attitude. They want to be avenged, but it's not wrong. They're in heaven. I mean, God's not kicking them out. So what we see here is probably an indication of what happens when a person dies today. I don't know that they're necessarily under the altar, but we go to heaven and we're in the presence of God, and we probably reflect the attitude of God. If God is angry about a thing, we're angry about a thing. If God is happy with a thing, we're happy. That's why it says there's joy in the presence of the angels when a sinner repents. God's happy. So are we, because we're there. And so I think that's what's happening here. God is bringing in judgments against people who are killing his people. And his people who were killed are reflecting his attitude and crying out for that. And God says, yes, 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 that's what I'm doing. Just hang on, we're getting there. So I think that's how we could apply it. Now, how much of this applies to today? Because this is during those 7 years. Your guess would be as good as mine. Do we get the white robes right away and the crowns at the Judgment Seat of Christ? I don't know. There's a lot of questions that you could ask. I don't think are giving us answers, but it's a great place to make some theories, because we do have unresurrected people in heaven before the throne of God, and we know some things about them there. And the interesting thing is that their prayer from under the altar seems to be responded to in the trumpet judgments, because at the trumpet judgments you have an angel come and take incense from that altar and cast it down to the earth. And that begins the trumpet judgments. And it's like, oh, okay, so this is God's response to their prayers from under the altar.